Hello everyone, and welcome to your grade 11 English lessons. Last few episodes we looked at cameras. We looked at the uses of cameras and what are some of the capabilities of cameras. We also looked at the passive voice, and we also looked at the prepositions of time and place. I suggest you actually watch those episodes and repeat them more than once so that you can actually grasp what was being said. This episode, we are going to be looking at the writing of Unit 9. So stay tuned. With Unit 9, we talked about the uses of cameras. So it's going to be a more of a descriptive kind of essay. But before we look at that, we need to look at the new vocabulary that we have. So same as before, I'm going to give you the picture that you can see right in front of you right now, and I'm going to have the words listed below, and what I want you to do is take a few seconds and tell me which word best corresponds to the picture that you can see. So, as you can see, we have a goalkeeper. What is he doing to the ball? So I'm going to give you a few seconds to think. Did you get it? Yes? No? Well, let's see. If you chose the word catch, then you are correct. Catch means to capture or to seize something. So, for example, everyone thought the ball was going to go in, but the keeper managed to catch it. So he was able to catch the ball, to grab it, to capture it. Did you get it? Very good. Let's look at another picture. Can you see what's going on here? I think this is a very familiar picture. Everyone has run into this. Did you get it? Did you get the word? Well, the word is congested, and it's an adjective. Congested means very crowded. And it has a lot of people, and it's somewhere where there's a lot of people, there's a lot of cars, it's very congested with traffic, okay? So, for example, on the 25th and the 26th of February, the streets are always congested. So we all know during the Liberation and National Days of Kuwait, the streets are very crowded with traffic, correct? So they are congested. Let's look at another word. So we have two teams. One team is under 20, and the others are the actual team, like the first team. Did you get it? It's kind of difficult, right? But if we have two things, what are they? They are called a category. So a category is a division of people or things that have similar characteristics. Okay, so for example, this shirt should be in the men's category, not in the children. Did you get that word? It was a little bit difficult, right? Let's see if you can get the next one. So we have a picture of a cat, and we have some details of that cat. So what do we call these details? When I have these details, what am I trying to do? We know there are types of cats, right? So I'm trying to characterize that cat. Characterize is a verb, and it means to describe the qualities of something or someone in a particular way. So if you look at the example, I would characterize this addition as a positive change for our company. So I put it in the positive category. It's in the positive things of the company. So I characterize it to be good. Okay, let's look at the other word. So we have a picture of our beautiful country, Kuwait. So what do I call this when I have a very broad view of the city? I gave you a hint, the city. Did you get it? Yeah? Well, the word is cityscape, of course, and it is a noun. What the definition is that it's a visual appearance of the city in an urban area. Let's look at the example. The tall buildings are covering the cityscape of Kuwait City. Easy, right? Cool. Let's look at the other picture. So we have a picture of someone who's saying goal. Who usually says goal? Well, other than us. Did you get it? Yes? No? Well, it is a commentator, of course. Commentator is a noun. And the commentator is a person who comments on events on the TV or the radio. He tells you what's happening, so you can imagine and picture yourself to actually be there. So let's look at the example. Out of excitement, the commentator screamed at the top of his voice after the goal. Cool? Okay? Good? Let's look at the last word we have for today. So we have this building with a sign of a scale. So what do you think this building is? Is it a school? No? Then what is it? It's a court. Very good. Excellent. A court is a noun, and it is a place where a judge and jury judge a criminal based on evidence. So let's look at the example. The thief was taken to court and found guilty for his actions. So where did they take him? Did they take him to school? No, they took him to court. Okay? Excellent. Well, now let's look at a few multiple choice questions. Let's see if you can get these right. A few words. So, number 1, the blank couldn't hold his excitement after the player scored the goal. The key word here is player. What did he do? He scored the goal. Who comments after a player scored the goal? Is it the court? Of course not. It's a building. It doesn't talk. Is it a cityscape? No. It's the city. Then who is it? It's the commentator. Very good. Excellent. Let's look at question number 2. We need to blank the animals according to their habitat. So habitat means the place where they live. So if I'm trying to put them according to the place where they live, what am I trying to do? Am I trying to catch them? Provoke them? Promote them? No, I'm trying to characterize them. Very good. Excellent. Give yourself a pat on the back. Let's look at the gap filling. We have a few words. Congested, consumer, cityscape, catch, capability, and commentator. A lot of C's, right? Okay, cool. So let's look at number 1. If you go to the top of the Kuwaiti towers, you can the blank from up there. What can you see from up there? You can see the cityscape. Very good. Excellent. Let's look at number 2. During Eid, the malls are always blank with buyers and shoppers. So when you go to Eid, when you go to the mall, are you alone? Are you with your family? Is your family with other people? How many people are in the mall? A lot. So it is congested. Very good. Excellent. That's it with the words for now. Let's go to the writing. And what I want you to do is concentrate with me. This will make writing very easy. All you need to do is just concentrate, have a piece of pen and paper with you, and write down what I'm about to say because it is very important. What you need to know is that there is a writing rubric. So what a writing rubric really is what we teachers look for when you give us your writing. I'm looking for a few things. What am I looking for? I'm going to tell you right now. First of all, you need to have an outline. In the outline, what I want you to do is just put it in bullet point format. What are you going to talk about? Give me your ideas, your supporting details, your examples, only in bullet points. This is not for me, this is for you, so that you can organize your essay in a way that it's going to be comprehensible, cohesive, and readable for the reader. Okay? And then the other part of the writing comes the actual essay. Here I want you to elaborate more on these bullet points that you put on your outline. That's it. Now I'm going to tell you how to organize your essay. Like I said, I'm looking for outlining the bullet points. Okay? I'm looking for exposition of ideas. What does this mean? It means, are you showing me your ideas in a way that are very elaborate and that are very comprehensible and that are very clear for me as a reader? What I also want you to do is put paragraphs. Make sure that your essay is in paragraph format. Okay? Make sure that your spelling is good. Make sure that your grammar is good. And make sure that your handwriting is good. You can write me an amazing essay, but if I cannot read it, what's the point? You might lose grades because your handwriting is not good. And I don't want that to happen to you. Make sure you write in beautiful handwriting. The most beautiful handwriting you have. Write that, okay? What you need to know is you have two types of essays for this semester. You have a descriptive essay and you have an argumentative essay. In Unit 8, you saw the argumentative essay. Now you are going to look at the descriptive essay. A descriptive essay, what I like to call it, is a beautiful essay. Why? Because you're describing the thing that you are trying to portray to me. Imagine that I have my eyes closed, okay? And you are reading this for me. I want to be able to imagine it. So give me colors, give me shapes, give me sizes, give me all of that. I want to be able to imagine the thing that you are describing for me when I close my eyes. The goal of a descriptive essay is to paint an image that is clear and moving in the mind of the reader. A good descriptive essay, like I just said, a good descriptive essay will allow the reader, okay, to imagine what is being described. I wasn't there, but with your description, I can be there, okay? So, what I'm looking for are a few paragraphs. I'm looking for 4 paragraphs. I want an introduction. An introduction has a hook and a thesis. You saw this in Unit 8. You can go back to it if you want, okay? But I'm going to repeat it here. An introduction has a hook and a thesis. I have 2 body paragraphs. In these body paragraphs are your ideas, your thoughts, your examples. I want your main ideas. I want your supporting details and your examples, okay? For the last paragraph, I want your conclusion. Give me a summary of what you said. That's all I want. And if you want, you can add a little bit of your own opinion, if you want, also in the conclusion. Okay? Don't worry, we're going to look at it bit by bit and piece by piece. Okay? So, how do you write a good introduction? I said earlier that a good introduction has 2 main things. It has a hook. A hook sentence, you know what's a hook? You know when people go fishing, they have these hooks at the end of the fishing line, right? What does the hook do? It pulls the fish, right? A hook sentence pulls the reader. I want you to pull the reader, okay? So you can do that with what? With a definition, with a quote, with a question, with a general statement of the topic, okay? Then you have your thesis statement. Your thesis statement is what you are going to be talking about throughout the essay. Okay, so you can say, for example, this essay will describe, this essay will discuss, this essay will talk about. And then you give me your topic. There is one more thing that you can add to the introduction, which is a plan development. With the plan development, you tell me how this essay is going to go. Okay, so you say, first I'm going to be talking about this, then I'm going to be talking about this, and finally I'm going to be talking about this. Okay? Sounds simple? Since the invention of cameras, photographers take photos of the people and places that they like the most. In 14 sentences, write an essay describing digital cameras and its new features. Simple, right? So let's look at the introduction paragraph. A picture is worth 1,000 words. The quality of the pictures depend on the quality of the camera. I believe that having a good camera is necessary to capture these precious moments. This essay will describe digital cameras and the new features they have. Let's break this down. First sentence is a what? A picture is worth 1,000 words. It makes you think, yes, it is worth 1,000 words. So what is this? This is the hook, for example. Okay? Another thing we talked about was the thesis statement. And your thesis statement is what your essay is going to be about. So with the sentences that are left, what do you think is the thesis statement? Did you get it? I'm sure you did. It is this sentence. I believe that having a good camera is necessary to capture these precious moments. With this sentence, I know what you are going to be talking about. The last sentence is, of course, the plan development. How do I know that? Because it told me what's it going to talk about. This essay will describe digital cameras, first and new features of what they have. Okay? Let's look at the paragraph. How do you write a good paragraph? I need a topic sentence and I need supporting details. That's all I need. Okay? So, a topic sentence is always related to the to your full essay. And then the supporting details come to support that claim. So let's look at this paragraph. Digital cameras come in different shapes and sizes. They can be used for a wide range of purposes. Some people use cameras to take pictures of their family events and their loved ones. They do that to save those precious moments. Digital cameras can also be used to monitor traffic. You can see some cameras fixed on the traffic lights to monitor the traffic on the streets and direct traffic when it is congested. The first sentence is, of course, or the second sentence is a topic sentence. They can be used for a wide range of purposes. The supporting detail, which is the first, it is that it's used to take pictures of family. And then you have an example come after that, which is to save the precious moments. The second supporting detail is that it can be used to be monitoring traffic. And then you have the example which came right after that. You see? That's what I'm trying to do. Let's look at the second body paragraph, which is going to describe the features of the camera. What makes a digital camera great are the features that it has. This is, of course, the topic sentence. Most cameras have amazing zoom capabilities. This is the first supporting detail. This makes far objects seem to be very near. This is the example of the first supporting detail. Another good feature that digital cameras have are the high quality photos that they take. They take photos in HD, of course. So this is the second supporting detail. And then I have the example. While some cameras take photos in low quality, digital cameras take photos in high definition. You are done with the body paragraph. And then what I want you to do is write a conclusion, which is a summary of what you just said. So you can summarize what you said, or you write a concluding sentence. So for example, to summarize or to sum up, digital cameras help save the memories of places and people. The technology used provides a better quality of them. Or you can add a concluding sentence which says, in conclusion, cameras will always be with those who like to capture the beautiful moments. If you can take a look at the slide right in front of you, this is what your essay should look like. 4 paragraphs, that's it. This is what it should look like. An introduction, 2 body paragraphs, conclusion. That's it. Good? Excellent. Now what I want to do is the translation. We did the translation before, okay? So I'm going to go like very fast with it because we've already done it and you already know how to do it. What you need to do is you need to write a meaningful sentence. Make sure you highlight the keywords and translate them. Then you need to portray the grammar from English to Arabic. They are not the same, okay? So let's look at this example. Ali said, الكاميرا الرقمية تساعد بإنتاج الأفلام. Khalid said, نعم. فهي لديها خصائص مهمة يستخدمها المخرجون في أفلامهم. What are the keywords here? الكاميرا الرقمية, إنتاج الأفلام, خصائص مهمة, المخرجون, and that's it. How do we translate that? Ali, digital cameras help in producing movies. Khalid said, yes, they have important features that are used by producers in their movies. In conclusion, and to summarize everything up, we looked at a descriptive essay. It has 4 paragraphs, introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion, okay? And then we looked at the translation and how we translate sentences and the things that we need to look at. I hope that you have benefited from this episode, and I hope that you repeat this episode more than once to grasp the important key points and the important points in this episode, and I hope to see you in the next.